Hi, I'm Kevin Hall. I'm an applications engineer with the Sempra Group, formerly Metrology Direct. Today we're going to be looking at this part, one of your parts that we're going to actually demo for you. We've been slightly constrained by the actual size of the machine today. We're in a training facility in Spain, and this is the machine that we'll be using. Ideally, you would want the machine to be slightly larger so you can stand the parts upright, and all the scans will be done in one program. Okay, so the Innovalia CMM comes in various sizes and it runs M3 gauge software, and we'll be showing you the software in a second. Okay, so once we would have stood the part up, we would have scanned all the way around both sides continuously. What we'll basically then do is report all of the findings into M3 Analytics, which is an analytics software that goes with M3 gauge. It also will take analyze data from other softwares. It doesn't just have to be M3 gauge. Okay, so today we've laid the part down because of the constraints that we have. We're going to scan the top, we're going to scan part of the inside, and you'll see that basically it doesn't take very long at all. So on the program, what we actually have on the screen here is some colour mapping that we've already done. We basically are showing this to you just so you can see the effect that it has. Now what we're going to do is we're going to run a macro, and the macro will run basically all of the surface scans and also create the measurement. Now the programming time will depend on the experience of the programmer. Obviously the more experience a programmer has, the quicker they will program. The actual run time of the program itself is approximately 3 minutes. Now that's for what we've actually done here. If we were to scan all of the part to be able to extract the data, we would expect that to be around about 15 minutes in total, and that includes all the reporting as well. Okay, so I'm going to set the program to run, and then you can follow the scanning head as it goes around the part. Okay, off we go. So as I said, what it's actually doing is it's scanning around the top. And you'll see that using go-to points, the scanning head is moving a kind of a circular motion. And because of the direction of the laser, we do this in 4 directions. So this is the second direction. And then the scanning head will turn, and we'll do the third and the fourth. And as you can see on screen, you can see there that it is scanning along. Just come in there and you can see that a little bit better. So it is scanning the whole of that area, and then it's going across and is doing the last little bit on the other side. Okay, so what will happen now is the scanning head will turn and will begin to scan around the outside of the part to get the datum around the edge. Because of the constraints, we can't do all the way around because we don't have the width to do that on this machine. So what we've done is we've taken 2 large sections of the outside. So one section has just been done and is coming across now to measure the other side. And again, it's only go-to points that are telling the scanning head where to go. And the programmer's skill is making sure that they get everything in focus. So those 2 last scans will give us datum B, and this is just a short scan on the inside to show you basically that it's possible to scan the inside of the part as well. And as it moves around there, you can see on the screen that it is scanning the surface. Okay, and that basically is the length of the program that we've written to collate data that we're going to show you today. Okay, now what actually happens now on the macro, once it's finished, which it's just about to now, the macro will then turn its attention to the measuring plan,